Dark cola drinks versus water, which is better? Have you ever compared the ingredients of Coke and Diet Coke, as representatives for the dark cola industry, to plain old water? Well, here is the list of ingredients on a can of Coke, and in the order that they appear. Water. High fructose corn syrup or aspartame in Diet Coke. Caramel color. Phosphoric acid. Natural flavors. Caffeine. Hi, this video is from Dan Hammer Health. And if you find value in it, then please subscribe to my channel. Ingredients are listed in the order of greatest volume. Water is a good thing. Since it's listed first, that means that it's in greatest volume. We'll talk about water and its importance at the end of this video. For now, let's focus on the other ingredients. High fructose corn syrup. The method for making high fructose corn syrup is a complicated chemical and enzymatic process that converts corn starch into high fructose corn syrup. Its final concentration is 55% fructose and 45% glucose with the exact same sweetness and taste as sucrose. Since many consumers see the word fructose, they associate it with fruit and assume that it is healthier than sugar. Dr. Meira Field, and a team of investigators from the USDA, decided to find out if this assumption was true. They fed rats a high amount of sucrose, which is composed of glucose and fructose. These rats developed multiple health problems, especially when they were deficient in certain nutrients, such as copper. So the next question was whether the health problems were caused by the glucose component or the fructose component. They repeated their studies with two new groups of rats. One group received high amounts of glucose and the other group received high amounts of fructose. The glucose group was unaffected. The fructose group had severe, life-threatening results. Male rats developed anemia, high cholesterol and heart problems. The female rats were not as severely affected, but they were unable to produce live young. From this research, Dr. Field made the following statement. The medical profession thinks fructose is better for diabetics than sugar, but every cell in the body can metabolize glucose. However, all fructose must be metabolized in the liver. The livers of the rats on the high fructose diet looked like the livers of alcoholics, plugged with fat and cirrhotic. Aspartame. This ingredient is a sweetener used to replace high fructose corn syrup or sugar. When digested, aspartame breaks down into three chemicals. Aspartic acid is a toxin that can cause serious chronic neurological disorders. Phenylalanine can decrease serotonin levels in the brain, leading to emotional disorders, depression, and poor quality sleep. Methanol is a poison that is metabolized by the liver into formaldehyde and formic acid. Formaldehyde is a deadly neurotoxin, carcinogen, and mutagen. Formic acid is the active chemical in bee and ant stings. Methanol is a cumulative poison. Its symptoms include headaches, shooting pains, memory lapses, numbness, and nerve inflammation. It can cause blurred vision, retinal damage, and blindness. Ralph Walton, MD of Northeastern Ohio University's College of Medicine, did a survey of aspartame studies. Here is his conclusion. Of the 166 studies felt to have relevance for questions of human safety, 74 had NutraSweet industry-related funding and 92 were independently funded. 100% of the industry-funded research attested to aspartame's safety, whereas 92% of the independently funded research identified a problem. Caramel color. This ingredient is hard to get a handle on. The process for making caramel color is pretty straightforward. It's obtained by heating sugar until a brown color and characteristic flavor develops. I could not find any research on this ingredient with any definitive positives or negatives. Phosphoric acid. This ingredient is used because it creates an acidic medium which enhances the absorption of carbon dioxide to give your drink more fizz. Fizz in your drink might be nice, but what effect does phosphoric acid have on your body? To start, we need to look at the pH level of Coke caused by the phosphoric acid. Coca-Cola is considered a super acidifying food with a pH of 2.52. To understand this, we need to talk about pH. The pH scale measures the degree of acidity or alkalinity of a substance and ranges from 0 to 14. 0 is complete acid. 0 to 6.99 is acidic. 7 is neutral or the perfect balance between acid and alkaline. 7.01 to 13.99 is alkaline. 14 is complete alkaline. The lower on the scale below 7 the more acidic something is, and the higher on the scale above 7 the more alkaline something is. Now this is what gets most people confused. The pH scale is not arithmetical but logarithmic. Logarithmic means that the values separating each unit are not of equal value along the scale but increases in proportion to their distance from a pH of 7. For example, a pH reading of 6 is 10 times more acidic than 7, but a pH of 5 is not 20 times more acidic but 100 times more acidic. If you're catching on, then a pH reading of 4 is 1000 times more acidic than a pH of 7. Given this fact, what would seem like a small change in pH, and be no big deal is, in reality, a big deal to your body. Although some organs and organ fluids, like the gastric region, have a higher or lower pH than what is normal for the body, your body functions best when the pH of the internal biochemical environment, your blood, lymph and intracellular fluids, is between 7.365 and 7.390. If you understand the pH scale above, then you can see that the body likes to keep itself slightly alkaline and in a very narrow range. Anything outside this range causes stress on the body. The farther outside this range, then the stress on the body goes up exponentially. Since Coke has a pH of 2.52, it is almost 100,000 times more acidic than a pH of 7. This has a huge impact on your system. Your body will use its alkaline minerals such as sodium, potassium, magnesium and calcium to neutralize the acid to return your internal biochemical environment back to normal. Compounding this acidic problem is that your body also maintains a balanced concentration of phosphorus, calcium, and potassium in the bloodstream to provide the right combination for building new bones and maintaining old ones. The shock of incoming phosphoric acid with 0 calcium causes the calcium levels in the blood to decline. This triggers your body to dissolve calcium from the bones to restore this balance. This reaction, continued over time, leads to osteoporosis. Because phosphoric acid is so acidic, it reduces the secretion of hydrochloric acid in the stomach. Hydrochloric acid is used for the digestion of protein and fats, as well as aiding in the absorption of minerals. When hydrochloric acid is reduced, inadequate digestion occurs, which can result in bloating and flatulence. Additionally, mineral absorption is hindered, which can lead to anemia, lack of iron, and accelerate the trend toward osteoporosis. Plus, low stomach acidity allows harmful bacteria, yeasts and parasites to grow, which can affect your health. Natural flavors. This ingredient is even harder to get a handle on than caramel color. Technically, natural flavors are chemicals or a set of chemicals extracted from a natural substance, usually a plant or animal, without any chemical modifications. Companies are not required to disclose what those chemicals are or the procedure that they use to create the natural flavors. Caffeine. This ingredient has the ability to stimulate mental alertness, overcome fatigue, and enhance endurance. Sounds great. But, it is an addictive chemical that comes with a cost to your body. As a stimulant, it can be accompanied by constriction of the cerebral arteries, rapid heartbeat, and high blood pressure. Caffeine also causes the release of adrenaline, which increases blood sugar. The pancreas reacts by secreting insulin to keep the blood sugar level stable by driving blood sugar into the cells for oxidation and energy production. However, excess blood sugar in the cells will be stored as fat. People who consistently consume soft drinks high in sugar with caffeine constantly create an unbalanced cycling process that puts undue stress on both the adrenal glands and the pancreas. Over time, this has an impact on their ability to function properly, resulting in potential health issues such as arthritis and diabetes. Water. This ingredient is the #1 ingredient in all sodas. Thus, you might think that this is a good thing. Given the consumption of soda in the United States, it's interesting that experts estimate that 75% of Americans have mild, chronic dehydration. Why? Because most of the contents of a soda must be processed by the liver. All chemicals, all artificial sweeteners, and most sugars, especially fructose, need to be metabolized by the liver. Most of the water in the soda goes to help the liver detoxify the body. This means that very little of the water actually ends up in the cells to help them function properly. By itself, water provides the following health benefits. Most significant factor in losing fat. Serves as an appetite suppressant. Helps the body metabolize stored fat. Helps to reduce water retention. Medium for the body's biochemistry. Aids in maintaining proper acid-alkaline balance. When it comes to health benefits, water by itself is a necessary ingredient. But if most of your water consumption comes in the form of dark colas, then you're setting yourself up for a wide range of health issues. If you would like to get more videos on how to improve your health, then please subscribe to my channel. If you have questions or need to contact me, then here is my contact information. Thanks for watching, and please share this video with others. Together, we can make a major difference in the health of our family and friends.